The next task is 1CLICK, which is also presented by Makoto. Pardon.
Okay, thank you. Again, I'm Kato. I'm Makoto from Kyoto University. This is the introduction of 1CLICK-2, which was a which was a subtask of Intent 1, but from NTCIR-10, this became an independent task. So this task was organized by Takehiro from Kyoto University, and Tetsuya, Yongwin, Ju-Chen from MSRA, and Baju, Mashu, and Shagat from Northern University, and Mayu from Osaka University. Okay, first of all, I'd like to explain the traditional search. For example, this query is the Shonan Atsugi Hospital, and the user enter query and click search button, and system will output this kind of search result. And the user has to scan ranked list of URL and click URL and read URL contents. So if he is not satisfied with web page content, he has to repeat these processes until he can get all desired information. So this is a traditional search, and the user has to click more than one time. So what this is called more than one-click access. On the other hand, we aim to direct and immediate access to all desired information. So the claim is the same, Shonan Atsugi Hospital, and the user enter query and click the search button. And right after that, he can get all desired information by using one-click access system. So the system output X string instead of ranked list of URL. So this is the X string. This is the textual output X string, and this contains a phone number, fax number, address, and email address, visiting hours, and so on. So this textual output includes all desired information for given query. This kind of search is, we believe, is very important for mobile search, because users who are using mobile device do not want to click many times. So, so we believe this is very important for mobile search. And we aim to go beyond the 10 blue ring paradigm in web search. So this is another, this is a scenario to explain benefit of one-click access. So suppose that you have to make a phone call to the Shonan Atsugi Hospital as soon as possible. So by using traditional search engine, you have to click here and follow the link, and you can find the phone number here. But by using one-click access system, you can find the phone number immediately within the textual output. So this is a benefit of one-click access. So our queries include have types, and these types are defined, selected based on the SIGIR 2009 paper, where they discuss queries for which the user's information need can be satisfied by the search result page. So such queries are celebrity queries, and geographic information query, definition, and QA. And the actual queries we will use were selected out of large query log of a commercial search engine. So we assume that these queries are realistic queries. And one-click access system is a kind of new system. So we don't have ranked list of URL. So we need a new methodology for evaluation. So to do that, we prepared iUnit. So that is atomic pieces of information. For example, phone number, fax number, address, and so on. And we do matching between the system output and the iUnit, and check whether this and each I unit is included in system output or not. And we also care about the position of the I unit within system output. And system, I'd like to emphasize that we evaluate information retrieval rather than document retrieval, because in our task we don't have a ranked list of URL, so we do evaluate the information that is represented as textual output. And we have two subtasks, and participant must submit at least one run to main tasks or query classification subtasks. So main tasks include mandatory runs, where we provide baseline web search result, and based on that, participants generate system output. And for Oracle runs, this is optional. We provide web page URLs supporting the gold standard iUnit. So this means that they can get gold standard web page where the relevant iUnit exists. So this is a little bit easier than mandatory run. And another run is open run. So here we allow participants to use any kind of web search engine. So we believe this open run is very closer to the actual practical information retrieval system. And we also have query classification subtask. That is very simple task. Given a query, participants are required to return its query type, for example, artist, question answering, definition, and so on. So there are several differences from 1CLICK-1, the past 1CLICK task. So we expanded the language scope from only Japanese to Japanese and English. And we will have more query types and define iUnit for evaluation. And we will do automatic evaluation, because we did manual matching. We did manual evaluation in the 1CLICK-1. And we have diversified the task for fair comparison by a common data set. And this is a very important point. You can join us even only with query classification task. So probably it's became more easier to participate in our 1CLICK task than the previous 1CLICK task. Okay, this is an important date, and we will release the test queries August 2012, and the run submission due is October 2012, and we will evaluate by using iUnit from November 2002 to January 2013, and we will release the evaluation result February 2013. And this is the final message. Please join us if you are interested in IR, information extraction, mobile search, summarization, or the next search engine paradigm. That's it, 1CLICK task. Thank you very much.
It's very interesting. It should be beneficial for NLP people, like summarization and question answering. My question is, what is the difference or similarity between iUnit and Nugget?
Okay. Thank you for your question, because I haven't explained so much about the iUnit. So the traditional Nugget is very similar to iUnit, but there are several differences between them. So one is we defined iUnit as one that satisfies four properties. So one is atomicity. So that is defined as atomic pieces of information. And another, the second one is relevance. That should be relevant to the search intent. This is a kind of different from the Q&A nugget. And the third one is durability. Temporal validity. It should be valid for a certain time slot. For example, in this year, this is true. And the fourth one is credibility. It should be written in a certain document, and it should not be controversial, contradict. It should be supported by at least one document. So that's why we distinguish a unit and nugget. Thank you for your question.